Extreme Elements bot running elements Sakai. Love nuggets falling from the sky.
What's a love nugget?
Silvadorkable is now live. Streaming art stream. Tifa number 1.
Tifa. Tifa number 1, apparently.
Yes, surprised her again.
Hello my darlings, my name is Silvadorkable. I'm your friendly monster waifu, and today we are going to be drawing Tifa Lockhart from the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which will be our April cosplay, if nothing bad happens, knock on wood. And I'm also planning on playing in April because I'm super excited for it to come out. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Also, how's it going, Iridium? So, I already looked up some reference pictures that are over on...
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. I've
already looked up some reference pictures, kind of figured out, since I've played the game, I know that she does a very particular stretch every time she has a victory in her battles. So, I want to do that stretch, which she's pretty well known for. I was looking up reference pictures for her newer outfit, and noticed a lot of people have drawn her in this pose, so obviously I'm not the first person to think about it. But still, I think it suits her character very well. Ultimately, it's a very interesting pose that I'm not commonly familiar with, so this is going to be an interesting experience for me. But with that being said, it will be interesting. Ribcage. And then spine. Then we have the... It's kind of weird that I'm doing this based on anatomy more than... whatever. Ribcage. Ribcage usually has like a spine comes down, and then you have the pelvis. Usually goes. Oh, thank you, Adam. And then Tifa is well known for her boobage, so I know they're not staying circles, but that's how we map them. Usually they will like fall off from under the armpit. So like the way it is essentially they tend to like fall at a curve. So it's not, it's more like this. And when the arms are actually going up in an angle like that, they tend to pop out, which is kind of weird when you look at it, but it's very adequate.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, Mama, how's it going? Because the socket rotates up, and then you end up with pretty much the armpit right here, and the socket of the arm.
Okay, and you?
I'm doing okay. Figuring out the anatomy of a hose I've never really done before. And usually, you'll notice that the entire, like, socket tends to present itself like that. Can't tell if I did the arms. Ah. And the hands are always fun, which will be essentially intertwined with each other, so that's going to take quite a bit of time, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Oh, thank you, eh? So essentially, we're going to have a flat portion right here because the back is arched. Dips into the small of the back and the waist, and then comes back out. Helps if I'm not itchy as fuck. The abs usually take the center portion right here.
Man, my skin hates this cold weather.
Tell me about it. And usually the hip. Hip's probably right around there. Now we're going to adjust this based on personal preference. Some people prefer like more, there we go, the tapered waist. And then obviously...
Heath everyone. This is a naying. And you're welcome, Silvadorkable, friendly neighborhood, too gorgeous to be a monster waifu.
No.
I have something to ask you too.
Monsters
How
are...
much of the proceeds do you get from people buying your merchandise?
Honestly, not much. It depends on the merchandise. You can set your own price in a lot of things, like Redbubble. Essentially, they're like, okay, so here's the cost it costs to manufacture. Anything above that is what you make. I mark things fairly low because I'm just happy to have people buying my merchandise. So usually I get like less than $1 when it comes to a sticker. I get a couple bucks on a t-shirt, stuff like that. It's honestly not very much, but the fact that I'm happy that anyone's even buying my merchandise is what makes it worthwhile for me. I mean, I've been tempted to try to, get, like an Etsy shop going, because I don't anticipate I'd have that many people buying from me. And it would be something I could easily do if I have leftover
Stream avatars
stickers
extension
and stuff. Or if I take the time to make things, and then I would have extra,
server.streamavatars.com/viewer.html.
I would have extra
Channel
to work with.
_ID equals UCS7 UPLXG1 of Jake4 OSIA and platform equals YouTube.
But I haven't really gotten around to finalizing my cosplay thing. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm trying to do this. I haven't really gotten around to finalizing my Etsy shop because it's not really
alright.
super high on
So
my
it's kinda
priorities.
similar to what you make off of YouTube, it seems like.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Redbubble thing. I just don't really feel comfortable donating, but your merches look cool. Merch.
Well,
I heard some people get good bucks from premium Snapchat. Kinda weird. You just send selfies and get top buck?
That's called
Seems
being
easy to
a
me.
thought, Iridium.
Check out some sweet
Or
merch at
a whore.
https://www.redbubble.com/Tifa
there's absolutely nothing wrong with
Silvadorkable.
not donating. If I can be honest, the bulk of my proceeds come from Patreon, which isn't a lot. I mean, I'm not like some of those people that make like thousands of dollars a month from Patreon. Like, Jesus, I can't even imagine. But it's enough to help me get costumes, and that's honestly what I want. I just want to be able to make more cosplays for everyone. So I'm happy.
All of Silva's money gets spent on cheese.
I do like cheese, but I don't like cheese that much. Not enough to blow all of my money on it. See, this is another reason that I kind of never would be comfortable, that I never really would be comfortable getting full-time.
What kind of cheese?
I like mozzarella and provolone. But this is why I'd never be comfortable without the financial safety net of a job. Like, as much as I love being able to do a lot of stuff and enjoy my life and my time and everything like that, I don't like the idea of potentially being on the street and poor. How's it going, Cuervo? I feel like this needs to move over.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
There we go, that looks a little bit more.
Man, I love that meme. I tried some CBD gummies today.
Oh yeah? How did those turn out? Were they good? I don't care. I'm making Tifa curvy. I know she's on the more athletic.
From a dispensary. Bad aftertaste.
Yeah, I could see that. They're not exactly well known for being delicious.
Hello, by the way, to Cuervo Black 07 in Iridium, who I only barely see on the screen. Also, Silva, I don't think you'll end up on the streets anytime soon. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you make from your photography shoots anyway?
I wish that I could tell you, but it's kind of just something that's implemented into my Patreon. So it's kind of, since I don't sell photos, but I do let patrons get the photos sooner, and then I have like an exclusive tier that patrons of a higher price point can get access to. So I can't really say that I necessarily make money from my photos, but I do make money on my Patreon. And if I was to actually just isolate the patrons that are at a certain tier to gain access to that, I think that would be a fair thing to say. Don't you? I think it would. So ultimately, I have let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now, as of this, like, moment, I have 12 patrons, and my amount that I get...
Oh. Edible gummies?
From...
I had to look up what does that mean. I'm so dumb.
Let's see. Tiers. What tier are you? So, from what I can tell, looking at this, I have four patrons that are the higher tier to access my restricted photos, and they equal about $100 a month because I have 4 of them. But I don't usually consistently keep a same number. A lot of people will usually join for a month and then be like, oh, I can't afford this, and then drop down, or, you know, things like that. Which is fine, because I'm always posting new stuff, and I never take anything down, really, for many reasons. So, ultimately, it's not a bad thing. It's just I use the money I get from my Patreon to, essentially... I'm gonna have to be tilted. Her head is way too far down. I use the money I get from Patreon.
Has a monthly subscription thingy too, right?
Yep, Patreon has a monthly subscription thing. I use the money that I get from it, essentially, to buy more cosplays for more photo shoots. Or more equipment to do the photo shoots with. Like, I bought my 19-inch ring lights, which is used as lighting for my photographs, which has really helped a lot. I'm still getting used to it. Sometimes it's too bright, and then it washes everything out. But ultimately, it's not that bad.
Hello ma'am, meows a lot.
How's it going? Let's see if this is a good spot. But yeah, so, like, for example, I just ended up getting, which reminds me, I need to mark it down. I just ended up getting, some dye.
Next big chapter in your life, Silva.
For,
I can't do
a bodysuit that I'm going to do.
I might just consider paying once for your merchandise. I'm better today.
That I'm going to be doing for a cami costume. I bought a bodysuit that matches really well, but it's like a yellow lime green, and it doesn't look anything like her color, so I bought some green dye. And since I have all of the Samus stuff, I think I'm going to do Samus next month. But because I was like, well, it's going to be super boring because it's just a giant onesie, so I bought her undersuit, which is essentially like a halter style.
Maskino is now hosting you.
Fuck. A halter style sports bra and a pair of like shorts, like boy shorts, that are blue. Also, thank you. So that's going to be part of the Samus photo shoot as well. Plus, I have a life size, so like that big, Metroid that I've had for years, and an arm cannon. So I mean. Also, it's totally okay if you don't want to donate or can't donate. But just so you know, I do take one-time donations through my donation link, which, if I'm not mistaken, is right here. It's right there. You can donate right there. And you can do one-time donations, that's totally fine. But don't feel obligated to donate. You don't have
So
to donate.
Silva, I'm sorry I'm not as talkative as before. I really don't know what to talk about.
We can talk about costumes or characters. Okay, so kind of like this. It's okay. Like that. Arm is gonna be a pain.
So I got an asthma pipe and some tests are scheduled for next week. What's your goal anyway, and how close are you to reaching it? If you have one, of course.
I have a goal of patrons. Ultimately,
I know nothing of costumes, and other than Siren I'm very private about my characters because I don't want people to take my ideas.
ultimately, yeah, that's about right. Ultimately, I have a goal on the amount of patrons. But I really don't have, like, an amount that I need to make. I've seen... It sucks, because, like, looking at other cosplayers and their Patreons, they tend to kind of go the way of the thought with it, with the exception of some that I've seen that actually do really well. Where they essentially say, here's this photo shoot, I'm not releasing it until this. And I don't like doing that
so
because...
I got nothing to talk about, sadly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Data. So unfortunately, like, when it comes down to it, it's like, for me, I just enjoy giving people photo shoots. I'm just happy to be involved. So for me, I'm just like, I don't really care if I reach this goal or not. Like, this isn't my welfare. This is a hobby, more or less. I would love for me to be able to be a professional cosplayer, but let's be honest, I didn't learn my mom's sewing skills, and although I'm good at making props, full-time jobs kind of keep that from happening. So, ultimately, I can only do so much, you know? I feel like this is gonna have to be moved back a little. Actually, no, I feel like this is gonna have to be moved back a little. But, so, I mean, either way, I'm kind of just happy to...
Oh, I think you did.
Be part of things, you know? If you say so, Mama. I sure don't feel like I did. I feel absolutely stupid when it comes
How
to...
about graphics design?
I wouldn't be against doing graphics design. Like, I've seen a lot of artists that will draw things
Cats are
and
cute.
then I do love cats. And then release them as something for people to use in, like, scrapbooks and things like that.
You sew beautifully.
You haven't seen my shit, Mama. But I don't know, like, as much as I love to draw, I just don't feel like I'd be able to essentially make a living out of it. It's a hard job. And I mean, I have a friend who is very sweet. She's an absolute delight. But she is she works on how do I say it? She works on like special effects for movies and stuff. But this poor girl just is in constant fucking stress because it is such
Stream Avatar's extension.
stressful and high tension job.
https://server.streamavatars.com/viewer.html
And like I had an aunt
equals UCS7 equals G1 of
rest her
J4
soul,
OSIA and platform equals
who
YouTube.
was
Cats are like
a
the
graphic
cutest
designer
animals I know.
as far as
Know
like
any
her
cuter
education,
animals?
but she never got a job because it's not an easy thing to do. Any cuter
If you
animals.
had a job drawing, you would not like what your company would want you to draw.
It's very true. I don't know, hedgehogs are kind of cute. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just like when I used to do, what the hell was it? It's kind of just like when I used to do, princess entertaining. Yeah. In concept, it was really cool. In practice, I got a little tired of it after a while. It became very, repetitive, and the days were long, the commutes were longer, and I couldn't do it anymore.
Hedgehogs are adorable, especially when they're curled up, but I think foxes are adorable too.
Foxes are pretty fucking cute. But, I mean, I'm going to be at my first artist alley in May, and that alone is something that, like, I've always had a goal for. I'm excited to do it. I don't know if it's something that will become a normal thing for me, or if it's going to be a one-time thing and I'm going to do it and be like, alright, well that was fun, I enjoyed that, and I never want to do it again. I mean, you kind of never know, right, until you try.
We need you to draw a Piter robbing a bank with a blender in 4 minutes. Make sure the bank has 30 different hostages too. When you have to stuff some else's way, it is rarely as much.
Basil, I love you, but goddamn. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Sit down.
Fun.
Thank you. That is one thing, like, so my sister's husband is a very intelligent individual. And he essentially ended up saying, because I've always wanted to be like a video game designer. I thought that was one of the coolest things I could ever do. And he basically was like, you know, you don't want to do that. I'm just like, really? I don't want to do that? And he's like, no, because it turns out video game designers actually have less to do with the design of the video game than anyone else. They usually end up getting stuck drawing wall textures, or, you know, the texture on the underside of an animal's foot. You know, they're not doing anything fun. They're not doing anything creative. You really have to work your way up before you're able to do anything worth doing, really. So when it comes down to it, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I could be doing better things.
Hey. I'm making a game, Silva. I'm letting you be in your love, LOL.
That is true, you are. Which I am very happy for. But like, even being like a video game reviewer, I just don't think I could do it. It would drive me insane. Because I'd end up having to play video games I don't want to play. What am I looking for? Maybe I'll fix those hands. I don't like them. Those arms in general, actually. Basil. Basil? I love you, but please stop. What did I say? Hey, look at me. Stop it. I swear to God. Most frustrating creature on the planet. I'm not particularly happy with the way that it looks. So we're gonna try maybe making it a little less rigid. Although putting it further back. Maybe.
Okay, I just reset the iPhone 6, finally, to get your sister's Apple ID off. I want to make Siren perfect. I might just send everything your way on Xbox chat and hope you like it all.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will like it, don't worry.
Gotcha. Well, Silva, I'm just glad that you are financially stable and at least getting closer to what are essentially your career goals. I'd ask you one more question, but I have to go back into work now.
Well,
so everyone take care and enjoy the rest of the stream.
Have a
Discord.
great night, A. It was great
Join in on the
to you
fun
as
in our
usual.
Discord. http://discord.gg/mpd748z. Siren's so good though. I want you to be proud of me.
I am proud of you, hun. You haven't even done anything and I'm proud of you.
Twitter. She does know, but every time she instagrammed her BF I got the message too. LOL. So don't tell.
I won't. Don't
Twitter.
worry.
https://twitter.com/Silvadorkable. Patreon. Visit Patreon for free art and more. https://www.patreon.com/Silvadorkable. She does not know. Twitch. https://www.twitch.tv/Silvadorkable.
That looks like a horrible fucking mess. And I hate it.
Dude, my girlfriend texts me every hour just to see if I'm okay. She knows I'm a nervous wreck without her around.
So fucking difficult. Ugh. Hate it. It's really hard finding the way these hands fold, you know?
I hate cell phones, pain in the you-know-what. Dance.
I hate drawing hands. Let's see if...
Sometimes when I have trouble, I take a picture of my own hands in a position and then sketch off of that.
That doesn't make sense. Well, problem is I can't really take a picture of my hands in the angle I need. But I think this will work. I like the arms like that better. Oh.
Camera with a timer?
Maybe, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I mean, come on, Baz.
Ugh, I'm losing what to talk about.
It's fine, move up there.
Here comes the furball. Squirrels are weird, just imagine shoving as many acorns in your mouth as possible.
That would be a little weird, wouldn't it? Take that one pinky, push up, and I think it looks better than... Yeah, definitely like that better. Are the arms too big? I think they are. I have a tendency to duplicate things because I don't
Platypus is weird too.
trust.
Like what beaver looked at a duck and said, yeah, I'll hit that.
Did you know platypi actually have, poisonous barbs on their elbows? Oh, I don't like that.
Silva, are you going to check out System Shock 3, an Atomic Heart bottom Bioshock type games and one that started the Bioshock genre? Yes, I did. Nice.
Maybe. The thing that I don't like about System Shock is I heard it's a lot more complicated than Bioshock. Like, there's
Good for the
a lot more.
platypus.
I feel like that doesn't look that bad.
Dance. Stream Avatars extension.
Her outfit's gonna be fun.
https://server.streamavatars.com/viewer.html channel_id equals UCS7 uplex G1 of Jake 4 OSIA and platform equals YouTube. But wouldn't you want a challenge?
Fuck no, I don't want a challenge. I want something easy that I'm going to enjoy. If I wanted a challenge, I wouldn't be fucking doing it for
especially
fun.
once it becomes 3D, because every move is slightly based on the idea that it will turn 3D eventually, so the moves are more 2.5D.
It's okay for now, I suppose. Because essentially, I'm just gonna have a lot more covering her. I need to find a good reference image.
I just thought that was a little interesting insight on the RPG logic.
I don't want her full on smiling. Try doing it more comic-y style.
Silva the Mina doesn't find it interesting, lol.
No, it's not that. It's mostly I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. still learning lips, so trying lips is not the easiest thing. I always imagine Tifa with very nice lips. Nicer than these. These actually look kind of shitty.
Now I need your sister's Apple password to reset it. I just can't win today.
You really can't, Mama. I'm sorry.
Try bacon bacon, it's shaken shaken.
Kind of like that a little bit more, but we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do the eyes. Let's take a look at Tifa's eyes. If I can zoom in enough. There we go. Almond shaped eyes.
I don't know what to talk about again. They weren't kidding that Bloomberg is trying to buy the election. I got 6 pieces of mail from him and your aunt got 6 too. A little overkill, damn.
I don't know anything about the election, Mama. Nor do I really know what to talk about, I'm sorry. Put it good. She kind of has these, like, almost. Just. She doesn't really have much of an arch to her eyebrows.
It's okay. Talking is overrated.
It is. Oh god, her eye is way too large and way too, high.
Why don't we try to duel and see if it works today?
My hands are kind of full, but if someone wants to try with you, that's fine.
I can't remember how. Duel at Debs Matthews. I mean Silva, I'd pretend fight you but I'd probably lose. At the Data Deleters has challenged at Debs Matthews to a duel with a buy-in of 0. Type, accept or, decline within 30 seconds. Accept.
Okay, her hairline is right about above her eye.
At Debs Matthews has declined the duel.
I feel like her forehead isn't that big.
That's a big fat, N.O. I accepted you, stupid bot.
Yeah, I don't know why it's being such a pain.
Dang.
Essentially goes down like that. Kind of goes like Silva's bangs. Over to one side.
I wish there was a way to reset it in chat.
Yeah, it might have been an update that broke it. I know that they're very frequently doing updates.
Duel at the Data Deleters.
God, this takes me back. I know I've drawn
At Debs
Tifa
Matthews
before.
has challenged at the Data Deleters to a duel with a buy-in of 0. Type, accept or, decline within 30 seconds. Accept.
I just realized I don't know what her symbol's going to be.
Hello, Silva. At the Data Deleters has declined the duel.
How's it going, Jose?
Just came in to say hi. Yet it's broken. Sucks big ones. Hey Jose. dance.
Hmm.
Tifa has huge knockers, but she isn't as beautiful as Silva.
Aw. I don't like that.
Tifa doesn't look as I remember her.
She did get a little bit of a remodel, but honestly, that hasn't really taken effect yet.
Mature makeover.
Alright. We're almost at the end, but we're still gonna do this. Oh, my back is killing me today. God, what the fuck should I put her in? I don't want to put her in a bottle, because it's gonna seem like she's a fucking booze hound, but...
I remember her more boy-like.
No, she definitely wasn't boy-like.
Your back is probably in pain because of your... Never mind.
No, it's the lower back. It's like right at my tailbone, and I honestly just think it's because of bad posture or something, but...
Well, less curvy.
Yeah, no. Tifa was very well known for being incredibly fucking curvy. Like, to a gratuitous amount, which is probably why she's one of the more popular Final Fantasy characters. Because she's definitely
Sitting in
curvy.
the chair will do it.
So, they actually gave her dual layers on her top now. It's kind of weird, but kind of nice.
Stream Avatars extension. https://server.streamavatars.com/viewer.html
over it.
channel
They're almost the
_ID
exact
equals
same.
UCS7 uplex G1 of Jake 4 USIA and platform equals
like...
YouTube. My tailbone popped earlier today. It felt so painful but so good at the same time. Isn't she the one that had the black boots and super short skirt?
Yes, that is her mama. I feel like she should be more... I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like she should be
I
more
remember
vocal.
Eris.
I liked Eris. Let's get rid of you for now. Let's... I wanna fucking... something. No, I don't like that.
Was more feminine.
Eris definitely is more feminine. God, it's driving me nuts.
Tifa was the one that could kick ass.
Yes.
Queen Mommy Silva.
I like that. How's it going, hun? I'm only slowly going insane. Because I feel like she should be more arched.
I wished so hard Eris there was a secret way to save Eris in the remake. Hey, how are you? I'm pretty sure you're sick and tired of hearing about coronavirus.
I feel like that looks better. I still need to adjust it a little bit.
I'm already insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of hearing about the coronavirus just because
I'm not, do tell.
Yeah. Mama's not tired of hearing of the coronavirus. Doesn't look angled enough. It's bothering me. Ugh.
Also, the symbol could be a giant female fist.
It could. That's actually a good idea.
I hardly ever go anywhere to caught it, lol.
Yeah, she just looks weird. Problems with sculpting the human anatomy.
Catch, excuse me, I'm a bad speller. It's perfect to be a fist for Tifa because that's her main fighting sigil, right? She's tank class, right?
I wouldn't say she's tank class, but she is she is like a damage class, I guess, if you could put her in any class. Trying to get the arch looking exaggerated enough for her to actually be stretching.
She's not tank class? Also time.
Yeah,
Dance.
It is time.
Already, that was quick.
It was. Just give me like 5 seconds.
Jump. It's always so quick. I wish I had more time to talk
There
to
we
you,
go.
Silva.
Now she looks like she's actually bending. As opposed to this.
Dance.
Yeah, I know it's time.
She the sea.
She is. So, with that being said, we are done for today. Now that I've mostly spent a significant amount of my time, now that's not even in my area. After I've spent a significant amount of my time, yeah, that's gonna basically getting just the form right. With that being said, I hope you all have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.
Bye for now, Silva. Man, I wish I could talk to you for longer amounts of time.
Well, that's okay, hon. Well, there we go. Maybe. We're gonna figure everything out and then we're gonna resize it. So, that being said, I hope all of you have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, and I love you, darlings.
Night,
Bye.
sweetie. Love you. Great job.
Love you
She
too,
has
Mama.
a super nice figure.
Oh, thank you. I only stressed about it all freaking stream.
PP time.
No!
Kisses kissing cat face with closed eyes, kissing cat face with closed eyes, kissing cat face with closed eyes. CYA everyone. LMAO.